Holy crap, Lois. I'm live on YouTube. What do I play? Immediate issue. Did not come in here with any plans. Hey Twilight, I'm doing good. Hope you are as well. Fair enough, Twilight. Hopefully the rest of the move is pretty painless. You're looking at it, Aiden. A 2-2 Les Paul. Can't get much more perfect. The chat's covered up by the Score Spy leaderboard. Yes, it is. I didn't mean to open Opera. Fun fact, I only have Opera installed on my PC so that Zach can have all of his accounts automatically logged in anytime he needs to use my PC. So I've got Brave for all of my accounts, and then Opera for all of his. It's really nice and convenient. I gotta go to Stream Elements to fix the chat. Hi, Mickle. Good to see you. How's it going, Bronto, Adam, Aiden? Hope y'all are all doing fantastic. I am doing song request. I also tried to set up something with Nightbot so that it automatically posts my Stream Elements donation link, because the issue that I've had recently is that a lot of people are donating. Like, it's fucking amazing, but then I can't use the money until YouTube pays me in 30 days, and I currently don't have any more weed. So, it's in one of those positions. I gotta make the chat a little smaller, I think, so that it, like, fits where it's supposed to. Somebody spam. I need to see where the chat sits up. Okay, I think I can move this a little to the left, and we should be good. I hope. If it's not, then, guess I'll die. It's the only solution. In Minecraft, of course. I got a hardcore world. I do not want to play this again. It's a great song, but it's really nonsensical to play. I do need some sort of strummy shit, though. Wendy's Baconator, hell yeah. Solin U 140, yeah, that's FCable. I'm sure 150 even is with modern slide tapping. On my Twitch, I had a system where you could do, like, up to an hour of song requests with 30,000 channel points. And since that's just 6 times the general donation, if you want me to play multiple songs, I can give you up to an hour of your own song requests for 30 bucks. If it's not an hour, it's just 5 each. But yeah, I'll download stuff for donations. Because Twitch just stinks, man. Every time I go on that live stream, I just smell nothing but garbage. Nothing but corporate greed. Nope, song requests are $5. Unless I specifically say, hey chat, throw a song you want me to play out there. Those are free. But most of the time, I don't actually play what chat tells me. I just remember something and then go and play it. This is so bad. This chart is so hard. Fuck. That's not a warm-up. Hold on. You know what else isn't a warm-up, but I'm gonna play it anyway? Fucking Sydney Gallop. Shout out to this song. Yeah. The thing with Twitch is they've doubled down on just paying creators less and being less creator-friendly than pretty much every other social media out there. I would probably feel more financially secure streaming on Facebook, to be honest. But YouTube is probably just the best option for me. Plus, it keeps all of my content in one area, which is really good for algorithm shit. Hi, Pluty. YouTube's copyright is actually way easier to deal with than Twitch's. Fun fact, this is probably the hardest FC that I didn't upload on its own. This was FC'd in the Gymtage Emerald video, which is still my most underrated video. It's a little complicated there, Eric. I guess the best way of explaining it is I'm a non-binary with no attraction to female body parts. But I don't mind women themselves. Dang it. I made and drank all of my gamer subs. I accidentally left the majority of my gamer subs 3 hours in another city. So right now I'm just coping with what's left of my watermelon ice, which I think there's like less than 2 total servings left. So we're going water for the rest of the stream. This is going to be a weird stream. I normally don't stream sober, but I'm out of weed, so here we are. That's fair, Mickle, yeah. Hello, Blazin'. I'm doing good, Zithas. I probably mispronounced that. Currently getting my strumming warmed up because A, I want to do Constellation, but B, it would also help with Expurgation and Calamity if that doesn't go well today. I still have the World Tour. It works. I just feel like these frets are way, way better. I would much rather be playing on these than those. Plus, the distance from the strum bar to the orange fret is like 2 inches less. And that might not sound like it matters, but for teleporting and shit, this is way, way better. I want to play something strummy, but I'm not seeing anything fun. Oh yeah, I cannot wait until Expurgation gets done. Sure, what's it called, GG? Lemon Battery Plus, this one's a fun one. This song is not FC'd yet, by the way. Fun fact about it. Where's the hard bits? Is it solo 3? No, it's probably bridged to this. Hey, William, good to see you. Holy shit, it's leaf green. I am not familiar with who Magnus Carlsen is. World's #1 chess player. Okay, I heard something about that, yes. So, was that the guy that faced the dude with the butt plug cheats? Or was he the butt plug cheats man? This right here is why this song is on FC, by the way. Alright, have a good one, Twilight. Someone brought Magnus up, thought it would be funny. I also find it really hilarious that cancel culture is such a big deal nowadays that you can't even wear butt plugs to chess tournaments. Like, come on. Unbelievable. Fuck, that's hard. True, right, Kieran. It makes sense. Also, if true, so hilarious. Best cheating scandal ever. Fuck Shmooey, you know? I would say so, Astro. There are a couple players which you could argue are better than me, but only about specific skill sets, and you really have to value that individually as a player to make that assumption. Because no one is as close to as consistent or well-rounded as me on this game. Other than Alec and Darkly, and neither of them play this that much, and definitely don't have as huge of an FC catalog. Ian is way better than me at tapping, Ian and NV, and Jared has way more grind patience than me. But that hasn't effectively given them more of a big accomplishment list. Yet. I feel like Ian could. Absolutely. Thank you for the $5. You want me to play Ash Orpheus at 150 or 200? Do I have that? I have Ash Tree. It's not the same thing. If you want me to download something, you're gonna have to send me a link through either Discord or Twitter, because I don't have links enabled through here. And I also owe a song request to GG Kazi. It's gonna be a real bad teleport section. Last Cigarette VGH. I'll go search that up. Alright, so my thing does work. That's good. r/clone hero evil challenge chart. Is this it? Published 2 days ago. Yes. Okay, I found it. Only reason I found this was because of your Reddit post, by the way. I put this shit on Google. Not YouTube. Nope, didn't come up. It was Reddit. Man. Randy is just always a top 5 player because his technicality and one-handing and chord ability and arm connectedness, since he was a keyboard player at some point, is just stupid high. The thing is, he never goes for big grinds. He only does stuff he finds fun. And he doesn't do consistency stuff or speed stuff or tapping stuff. So if you are just looking at Guitar Hero, or Clone Hero, I suppose, through a lens of who can play the bass songs on the game as fast as possible, Randy sweeps. I cannot stand a chance. Prayer of a Refugee 265 is unfucking real. Like, Cult of Personality 300, I don't think I could do that. Randy has something in there, right? But at the same time, he struggles to FC universes, which it's a skill set thing, absolutely, you know? Right. Randy kind of started playing in 2011 whenever the game wasn't very slide and tap oriented, and just became the best 2011 player in history, and no one can catch up. Pretty much. Like, the only person that ever came close to replicating Randy was Sendit. And that's just because that's all Sendit played. But he pretty much only focused on strum technicality. I feel like Jarvis can replicate a few of the things that Randy does, but only because he's so physically speed gifted that it's kind of unfair. You know? Jarvis is just such an interesting player, because he could be good at everything with his physical speed, but just chooses to focus on all strums. But he's so good at all strums that, like, no one can catch up. It's fucked. Like, you know, Satch Boogie All Strums has been FC'd, right? The song from World Tour with the butterfly tap orange wall. Jarvis did that shit. He played it on all strums. And that's not even in his top 3 all strums accomplishments, according to him. Like, he also got Devil Went Down to Georgia, GHX level 5 solo medley. Don't remember what the other one was, but, like, why is he so good? Ian's been practicing for an extremely long time, pretty much trying to get to Shmooey's level of tapping from whenever Shmooey started playing. He was just, you know, chasing false positives, but at the end of the day, that effort got him somewhere, and he's fucking good nowadays. He also has a very, very good guitar and knows how to mess with hardware very well, so he's probably not going to be the type of person that runs out of good pads. And, he's a section player above all else, so all of his skill is in very fast, bursty things, which is very, very good for replayability and getting clips. I would lose to Ian on horse. However, if it was a different type of competition, I probably would win. Horse is very leaning towards Ian's skill set. Only reason I beat Jared was because I had a higher physical speed at the time. Nowadays, it would probably be more close to an even match since his sliding is so cracked. I don't see myself doing another horse match with Jared, though. I definitely want to with Ian, but I'm gonna get my shit smacked. Yeah, I know Bad Account. Bad Account's really cool. Let me go to Last Cigarette. Alright, let's see this. You got your first full game FC on Score Spy? Hell yeah. That's awesome. Sorta. I'm not as close a friend with Jared anymore as I was during the horse video. But that's personal business. Hey, Scorn. I'm not sure, Mickle. I would like to at some point to try to get my Discord more active, but I feel like I need to get my Discord to like a base level of activity before something like that would make sense. Hey Nick, good to see you. I've played a little bit of Space Race, like I've labbed all of the sections. I just can't hit solo A or C, so a Tech FC is not really gonna happen. Unless I figure something out. Yeah, World Tour would be a lot of fun. Maybe even GH3 since it's been a long time since we did that. It was the first one we did because it's like the most iconic one. Neat. Alright, Mickle, did you send me a DM? Will I be able to get your thing? Yes. Sweet. I'm gonna go download it. You sent me a whole set list for a song, so this might take me a minute to download. I don't mind, though. 600 megs. Shout out to Spectrum Internet. Oh yeah, everything in this is FCable, no big deal. The only thing that doesn't really make a ton of sense on this is the transition from unforced triple strums to forced triple strums, since forced strumming typically either requires it to start without any sort of ambiguity, so that you have the exact, like, math strum input sort of deal that you can do. With that, I just sort of had to guess. It still worked out because there was hopos afterwards, but it's just bad charting practice. The very fast raking bit, no big deal. Just need a 2-2 guitar to do, though. I need to get a full solo FC from Glacial Storm 5. I've already got a full tech FC of the thing. There's no real accomplishment I can do between a full solo FC and a 3-part tech, though, because that song is so above anything that's possible. Yeah, I got a lot of mods in my chat because otherwise there's chatbots that show up and just occasionally spam flood the chat. And moderation on YouTube is far less about making sure people behave and making sure there's snipers present to get rid of all of the dipshit bots. So, what is this called again, Mickle? Ash Orpheus. Oh, the band is named Ash. Song is called Orpheus. Gotcha. Okay. I'ma play it. Score Spy has been really cool for setlist makers as well, because it lets them go and see afterwards, like, who has the best runs, who has actually played something. I know every time I go and play Paradigm or Synergy, I'm always like, oh damn, that's a lot of scores, man. Like, I didn't even know that many people downloaded this. Like, the only indication we had for people playing our charts before Score Spy was whenever people uploaded video proof, played it on stream, or otherwise posted proof that they played it. Now we don't even need that. You asked for this on 150 to 200, didn't you? I'm gonna go 175, right in the middle. Song requests on this stream are $5, Joe, just so you know. I would be happy to play Sola 6. I just don't do them for free. I appreciate the grace chord there. Not enough charts do that. They're like scared of it. I'll probably rename it Scored. That's probably a better idea. I'm doing pretty good, Giovanni. Hope you are as well. Hey Fever, good to see you. Dual 115. I'm down. I normally play that on 125. Just because I'm a little nuts. There are lots of exceptions to just downstrumming on the beat line, but in 85% of circumstances, that's a great place to start. Because at least if you do that, you know which input is supposed to be what. And then whenever you look at a section and start to practice it, you can kind of break down what other than that you're supposed to do. Because in sets of like 12 or 24th notes, you'll be doing on a down strum for one beat line and then an up strum for the next. And it'll be like a back and forth rhythmic juggle in your brain to do so. Thank you for that request, by the way. You close out all of those windows. I'm going to play a run of this because it's a good slide warm-up. That does work with tapping for the most part, yes. It kind of just matters how many notes are between each of the beat lines. If there's like an even number, you're going to be tapping the accent note on each beat line. If it's an uneven number, it's every other beat line. What is the Beat Saber equivalent of Solus 6? I don't know if there even is. Solus 6 is such an anomaly, I don't feel like you would be able to replicate that in a video game that's actually decent. Impossible shit like Solus 6 shouldn't be possible. Clone Hero is just really bad in some ways. But at the same time, it's possible on GH3. For triplets, it's like a different step you have to pay attention to. That's why top players normally just get used to reading things in sets of cycles per each area.
Damn you, Shnooey.
All 130% big man.
What was that? I gotta go open up my dashboard in a second to see what that was. Unless somebody in chat saw and can repeat it. Thank you for the donation, whoever that was. Very nice of you. Yeah, it's voice critical. Dual 130. Damn, I haven't played it that fast yet. Aw, rest in peace, Fever. That shit always sucks. Okay, if you bought it from RAFNet's website, you can email Raphael, the guy that works at RAFNet, and chances are he will give you a replacement if you ship it back. If you bought it off a resale, you're kind of just screwed, sadly. It's something to do with the board inside of the RAFNet either being physically messed with by having a cable that was just constantly stressing it, or too much humidity in the area messed with the board enough to where it severed a connection. It's $5 for up to 10 minutes of song, Giovanni. Eventually I'll have a bunch of commands so that anytime questions like that are asked, my moderators can just type a quick thing to answer it. I just gotta stream a few more times so I know what the big common questions are. Because I don't have any old YouTube commands that are applicable to the modern day. Gotta recreate them all. Oh my gosh! Michael with the Miracle Worker membership. Holy fuck. I think that's a $50 membership. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Anything you want me to play, yo? I got you. Ghoul 130. Okay. Here we go. I don't look forward to this at all. Last time I did a Hypixel stream on YouTube, I got my entire channel hacked. Pretty fun days. Cool. Damn. Hey, silly fangirl. Yeah, that on 130 is pretty ridiculous. I'll be honest. 125 is the most I can handle for hitting most of the sections with, like, a normal method. Maybe Zenith. At the moment, I don't really care. Did, Michael ever come through in chat and request something? Let me look through and see. We need to get a better chat system for this website. I don't think so. I guess that was just a channel membership and a move on, but thank you very much, Michael. Very, very kind of you. Let's see here. So Glacial Storm 5 exists. I want full Storm solo, but it's just so bad. This is like as hard as FCing Supernovae, and the solo's 3 minutes long. Oh my gosh, I got C. That's the hardest section for me, even over J. Oh, this is J. I meant K. C is still the hardest, though. I don't know, Giovanni. I don't think so. Oh, thank you so much, Michael. You're a legend. Yo, G's by Venom Wave? This is one of the few songs I got a 95% on my sight read because it's just pretty nuts. I'll do Constellation in a minute for sure. I'm still kind of getting warmed up. I know the Everlasting Emotions original chart probably has not been FC'd. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the Overachiever membership. Very nice of you, Josh. Next time I FC something, I'll have the shout-out dealie at the end of the video card created. I didn't make it for Traumatic Carnival because I forgot. Nothing much, Metal. Hope you're doing well. I'll still do Twitch streams whenever I want to do variety, because if I streamed variety, like, I don't know, Muck, Terraria, Osu, whatever, no one on YouTube would really care. They only know me for Guitar Hero. Judging by the fact that they buffed September in response to their user base dropping, probably not well, Blaze Inferno. Like, overnight when they made that decision and everyone in Twitch and the big streamers were just universally like, what the fuck? What's wrong with you, Twitch? They lost enough people that it scared them into making subs better at the end of the month. Which I don't know if it helped correct their situation. I'm certainly not going back for that myself. Not like I'd see the money from it anyway. If it's a 50-50 split and they're paying less, I get less. I ain't wasting my time. Now, I had a 50-50 split always. I didn't get affected by the change, but I always figured, oh man, I'll eventually be able to get out of this hell because it's, like, we should have unionized how bad it is. But they doubled down, so fuck them. Michael has a song quest? Alright, I got you covered right after this. Nah, I'm an Osu standard user. Mania's engine makes me sad. Damn, nice. Yeah, I never figured out how to get good at Quince either. I missed a member. What? Okay, to be fair, I was playing G's. Who did it? Yo, Cam! Thank you for the overachiever. You're a legend. Like 650,000 or something like that, Eli. Right before quitting, and I say quitting loosely because I only stopped playing it because I stopped playing Crunker, I got 80,000 positions on the leaderboard moved in one day on one of the grind days I tried doing. So if I really put in the effort, I have a feeling it wouldn't take me more than a few months to get to 5-digit. The thing about Osu is, if you're good at, like, timing-based rhythm games, which I'm not that great, but I've played them, then it's a lot easier to get into than if you were just starting from nothing. And I've gotten a full game FC on GH1, I've gotten a full game FC minus play with me on GH80s. I haven't worked on GH2 yet, because I just haven't sat down and done it. But I've played some tight engines in my day. I know how to focus on timing above all else. I got that mind state down, you know? I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. Give me a second. Hello. Let me go scroll up and see what Michael's request was. If I can find it. Silly Fangirl asks 50-50 means you used to get $2.50. Yeah, that's how it still is. Okay, so you asked if you could make a song request. Yeah, your channel membership totally covers one. Go for it. Whatever you want me to play, I got you, Michael. Yo, Showbiz! Thank you very much. TY for the membership. I feel like I probably have another emote slot at this point. Josh also has a song request if you're interested. Let me scroll back down. Oh, goodness, silly fangirl. That's abysmal. I couldn't imagine per sub making less than default, because it's already so bad on Twitch. Like, subscriptions are a market that is pretty much only generated by streamers having a community. It should be a 90-10 split for those. I don't care if they short us on ads or short us on, like, a little bit more than the full value of bits, quote-unquote, because they're only shorting viewers there, even though they're testing shorting the streamer, too. They really should just make subs the best option for Twitch, because it's the only thing that would make people want to be there, and if you're doubling down on not making it good, why would we use it? Slow ride as fast as possible. Alright, we're doing fast ride! Oh, I fucked up. There we go, okay. I'll go for 325. Screw it. Fun fact, one of the first song requests that I got on YouTube that was paid, because back then I didn't take paid song requests, it was just kind of like what people wanted. Somebody paid me 20 bucks to play Slow Ride on 25% speed back in like 2017. Yep, Showbiz, you got one. What do you want? I don't remember that at all, Voxel. Nope. Slow ride! Alright, sounds good, Showbiz. Dope username, Galactus. Yeah, I'll play Freedom Dive, whatever. If I have a normal chart of it. I don't. I only have an overchart. So, nope. Prevail 125. You're killing me. I'm practicing, staggering A first. That was WCHF stickheads. Would have been a neat idea, but too many people would have had to have gotten involved for it to actually be worth a shit. And I did not have the energy to do that myself. My 3 top bands are Avenged Sevenfold, Tool, and Infected Mushroom. Absolutely not, Voxel. Get that slander out of here. Yeah, Ian said Stag 150. Holy shit, it's Gex! The best video game protagonist from the early N64 era. Blasphemy goo. What's the word for it? Slayer has one fucking good song, and it's Chemical Warfare. Damn. Thank you, Steve. I don't know what a Nico PFP is. Is that like a character from a game or an anime? Definitely not, because I didn't know Clone Hero was going to be a thing, Namira, but as far as Guitar Hero went, I always had the goal going into this game to be the #1 player. It was just kind of a matter of time with the grinding. Otherwise, you know, if people were way better than me, I would just have people to surpass. Try to get better, you know, that sort of deal. That's how I treated Shmooey. Every time he would do impossible shit, I'm like, okay, fuck you, I'll grind triathlon then, suck my dick. You know? I want to play R18 plus this chart, because I want score for it, and then I'll go into Constellation after this as long as there's no requests. Arcane Apparatus 125. Possible, but the rig tech that would be required to do that on the original chart would be insane. Alright, have a good workday, Voxel. This song is just hilarious because Shmooey ruined my FC video of it by calling other people in the community fake. And while I don't like the people he called fake, I do think that that was out of line and dumb and shouldn't have been in my video. I am working on it, Cam. Haven't hit it yet. I've gotten kind of close. Nah, I'm not allowed to talk about politics here, otherwise I have to go ruin my strumming arm on Pillars of Mercy. That's the rule, by the way. If you talk about politics in my stream, you have to go do a standard strum run at Pillars of Mercy. Even me. What's my favorite kind of oatmeal? Blueberry, I think. It might have been in the R18 Plus FC, just because it's kind of hard to live your life apolitically, and I wasn't streaming at the time. Somebody named Danny Johnson got me into Guitar Hero. The prospect of aiming better on first-person shooters is what got me into the rest of rhythm games, though. Shout out to Osu. If Ninja Fortnite Blevins tells me that Osu is a good aim trainer, I'm believing Ninja. I think it would be unsmart to not listen to the guy in the clip where he was going, "The fuck did you just say to me, you little shit?" I'm not about to get bitched at by Tyler Blevins, you know? It's possible. I haven't kept up with Ninja whatsoever. He still plays Fortnite? Based. I would play Fortnite if I got into it when it came out, but my autism was like, hey, that's new and popular, don't play it. Now it's kind of like, if I wanted to play Build, I'm kind of just having to learn like a year of gameplay and get better over so many losses because people are so far ahead of me in skill. Or I just play casually on no build every like week or so once. I live like 3 hours from Danny, Bruce. Hey, I'm fine with just playing full trial. I have a feeling like I could FC full trial 125. That would be a pretty cool upload, to be honest. Seven-star Megalodon 125 is a fever dream, but it's possible, maybe. The thing about Fortnite no build is you have to have a good, like, sense of Apex-style gameplay. So, you know, playing a map's terrain to give you the best physical advantage in the battlefield. Because you don't get the benefit of just building walls and going up as high as you want. You have to fight for that high position on the map. And I've played a lot of Apex, so I'm pretty familiar with that gameplay style. It's what got me to quit Apex, though. Fun fact. I could 7-star Triath on 160, probably, fan. I've gotten it on 150 before. No, I never got that chance because I was always like 8 and 9 and 10 when Danny was popular. Triathlon is both generous with star power and has a lot of sections that can just be hit really fast. You want to make Guitar Hero the biggest game there ever was? Can money help? I mean, I definitely appreciate the donations, and I'm doing my best to get more popular on the platform, but I don't think we'll stand that chance. I feel like, alright, so here's a little bit of insider info, because Matt showed this on stream the other day. The active Clone Hero player base is so large that if it was on Steam, we would be the top 50 most actively played games in the world. So we're pretty close, you know, and I'm pretty sure my AGDQ escapades and Alex channel and all that really helped get our name out there. Yeah, I can't say the active number because I don't think Matt wants it public yet. But we're a popular fucking game. Oh, I'm sure the Shmooey video certainly helped, yeah. Clone Hero can't be on Steam because it's too reliant on shit that you would not be able to put in the community workshop. It just makes sense not to be on its a different platform. Phase Shift tried going to Steam, and then because there was a chart that was also included in Rock Band Network at some point, they got taken off Steam because of copyright complaints. And they said they were going to take it down and then bring it back up, but something stopped them as a company from doing that. Yeah, Phase Shift in like 2019 released Phase Shift to Steam, and the community was like, oh shit, this is kind of like a downtrodden area or timeline for the community right now. There's not a lot of updates going on. Yeah, we'll try Phase Shift out. And then the Phase Shift devs were like, yeah, we don't allow .chart files. If you want to play our game, you gotta get used to our standard, cope with it, or do something about it. So I did something about it. I created a playlist with like 200 songs, and I was gonna convert them all to MIDI, and it would have worked great. And then whenever I loaded them into the game, all of them were broken. None of them loaded. So I refunded the game. Like, okay, if you're making it clear you're not going to make my life easy to play, I'm not going to invest any time into you. I'm doing good, Leo. Hopefully you are as well. Yeah, pretty much most of Clone Hero is built on the premise of ignoring copyrighted songs. So it wouldn't work to go on any other platform. It has to be its own thing. RIP Full Trial. On normal speed, yeah, let's see this. Victory Solo X on GH2 is already like a top tier community accomplishment, fan man. Doing it on Rock Band 3 would probably be as hard as Chiasm. Tight engines are not friendly. Hardest section in Magus, probably Arch Trial B, all things considered.
but chord at D is mean. Oh, that'll be a thing. It's above my notes per second that I can standard strum well. If this was on 110, I would listen, but I can't vibro this speed. What song was the most fun to FC? Probably PC Player SH Quiz. It was a long fucking grind, and I had a lot of late chokes, but the song itself just was always fun. It never felt like I was going into an unfair battle playing Quiz. It was just like, okay, I gotta just get perfect, man. Yeah, it's above my physical speed. Yeah, I have FC'd Mega Wub Wub. On normal speed, it's not that bad. Nah, Rick strumming that strumming section is not that bad. Hey, White. Lots of self-loathing and free time, bruh, man. Pretty much. It's never smooth. It's always very painful. Totally understandable, bruh, man, yeah. If you want to get really good at this game, it's always a really long process. Maybe Idiot versus Constellation. Ooh, yeah, Idiot versus Marathon would be a good time. Nebula is not that known of a song, and I don't think I could do the ending section any different than just doing it. Almost. I feel like I definitely could get all full solos on this song on 125. It would be tough, but that just proves that I can do it. I'll try to standard strum this, but it's probably going to go bad. Hey, 8-Bit. Good to see you. I've been working on my strum stamina a lot, Joey, because it's the main skill set I need to improve to get Expurgation, Calamity Fortune, and Constellation. Song requests on this stream are only paid. Weird way of explaining that, but I only do song requests if it's $5 or $4 on Patreon. Is a day to remember a band? At the moment, it's a song called Chasing Comets by Archwick. I feel like that's the peak of my ability right now. Hardest part of Chasing Comets is the 112 notes per second quince. I might YA, but I think I could do it on 140, so probably not. I could FC full glitch 150, I feel like. No, I don't even think Shmooey faked that. Alright, have a good one, Robo. I'm cool with either stickheads, to be honest. Gotta request you do this donations through stream elements, though. I really appreciate the super chat. It's making my end of the month paycheck higher. But I definitely prefer the stream elements donations. Hell yeah, thank you, stickheads. Patterns of the Gods, 135 is probably the cutoff, and I would have to use janky methods to even do that. I've done 125 pretty cleanly, though. NATO sliding works the same reason why drift tapping works, except with multiple fingers. And if you're not aware what drift tapping is, I'll show you. I'm gonna finish that. Okay, cool. What's a good drift tap section?
Damn you, Shmooey.
Scar Symmetry Solo Medley.
Okay, sure, I'm down with that. Fuck it, Through the Fire and Flames. I could do a drift tapping section here. Okay, so, this is how drift tapping works. One finger on the fret, and because there's enough space between the frets, every time I slide in between a fret, it unregisters all of them and hits the anchor note.
So NATO Sing is just the exact same thing with multiple fingers. Scar Symmetry Solo Medley. Sped up because I want to. Thank you for the request, Stickheads, and the donation. I guess you could consider it that, yeah, Kieran. Although it's way more like rake tapping horizontally than it is like slide tapping. Because slide tapping is about keeping your fingers loose, separated, and very quickly motioning back and forth. Whereas NATO Sing is about total hand control, keeping your fingers in the exact same position, spread apart from each other in like a stiff motion. Still barely touching the frets like you're slide tapping, but your hand shape is very, very specifically different. I'm probably the most proficient speed one-hander, although I can't match the physical speed of Jarvis, and I can't match the one-hand technicality of Randy. I'm kind of like halfway in between both of them. I'm a decent bit faster than Randy, and a decent bit more technical than Jarvis. I'm a little bit faster than Will with one-handing. But yes, Will was definitely fast. He doesn't play anymore, though. Well, I'm not going to turn him off, so I don't know, Shobus. I kind of want to just keep making funds until I have enough to go buy weed and also McDonald's. I don't mind if that keeps me from my grind today, because we spent a lot at Chili's yesterday. Like, more than I normally spend at restaurants. We figured it was fine because anniversary and all, but now I'm kind of in a little bit of a bind. Chili's was fan-fucking-tastic. I had 2 of their monthly margaritas, which was like a black cherry tequila mix. Love that shit. That was nice. I also had the cilantro lime carne asada. I was going to get the margarita grilled chicken, but something in me just didn't want chicken that day, so I got the steak. The weird thing about the carne asada is there's like even less than a half of a steak there worth of meat. Oh, absolutely light. It's like night and day. Like every single day I have made more money than I made every week on Twitch recently. It's fucked. I've had like 100 a day at least. I don't get to see most of that until my paycheck comes through, but my YouTube paycheck will probably be higher than any of my Twitch paychecks ever were. I think my largest Twitch paycheck ever, and this was like during a very hype period in Solus 5, was like, I want to say 1,400. And I think I've already made 600 off of 5 days of YouTube streaming. And yeah, I'm one of those YouTubers that doesn't mind talking about how much they make, because we're all in this shit together. Who cares? I hope so. I really hope YouTube keeps treating me well, because the actual YouTube video algorithm certainly was not for a while. That's a way cooler chart for that, to be honest. We too much scar symmetry. I would be so fucking down. That sounds awesome. That is something also that is very nice. YouTube makes it very easy to not get ads if you don't want them. They don't have an anti-ad block policy nearly as strong as Twitch's. They have all of their channel memberships and, like, YouTube Red and all of that other stuff. Very functional. If you have those things, you'll never see an ad. Unlike Twitch, where even if you're subbed and a Twitch Nitro user, if you have adblock installed, you'll be forced to get ads. That's why I stopped being a Twitch Turbo user, because I'm like, okay, what am I paying for this for if you're going to punish me for having Brave installed? Like, sorry, buddy, not caring about your financial shit anymore. Especially since, like, I feel like once you get bought by a multi-billionaire, the excuse that you need more money has run dry. Never listening to you again. Ask Daddy Bezos. Like, I am not a fucking school counselor. I'm not going to tell Twitch, hey, it's okay, just make a little more money scamming creators. No, like, bruh, you have access to the biggest wallet in the planet. Shut up. I much prefer this scar symmetry charting as well, because it actually makes sense to play. There's normally a strum at the end of that in the CTH3 chart. Exactly, Light, yep. While all the streamers on Twitch are suffering, I guarantee you Twitch has made the most money that they've ever made this year. Like, those CEO bonuses are sure keeping us streamers on the platform, I'm sure. Right? You know, I would like if they just dropped $100 million and distributed it to the streamers equally, depending on who's streaming at a certain point. Give me a fucking bonus. I've been making you money for 5.5 years and you won't even treat me like I'm an employee. Like, suck my dick, Twitch. See, that's fine if Twitch took off the we care about creators mask and started acting like they're just the second YouTube and they're going to do whatever is best for their profits. But they try to word everything through like a lens that makes it seem like they might be okay. And like, even if you look back at the announcement where they said they're doubling down on 50-50, the wording is all peachy and fuzzy and like, we're doing this to help creators get like a more decent grasp of the situation. This has always been a partnership between Twitch and its creators. That's why we have 50-50, because it's like we're doing half and half together. And then all the streamers are like, well, you haven't actually helped me with fucking anything to justify you taking half of my income. And they're like, don't worry about it, September. Oh, absolutely, yeah. I'm very happy that YouTube has been efficient because I was worried as hell stopping streaming on Twitch that I would just go to YouTube and have the exact same results. I know, Ninja. It's like capitalism fucked shit up. Aw, damn it. I said the capitalism word. I gotta play Pillars of Mercy now. No politics. That's the rule. shout out to this kind of one-handing. It's fun. That's awesome, Clayton. Like, companies can absolutely do that. They just have to not treat their company like it's like an infinitely inflating source of something. They're just so focused on the idea that they have to make sure their company is doing well, so they fuck it up. They try so hard. English only is not a rule in my streams, Fizzy. Only thing is I can't understand other languages, so you're kind of just going to be talking to yourself. I'm cool with that, though. The more activity in chat, the more they push this live stream out to more people. Hey, John. I'll only make that a rule if it starts to be like a majority of my chat speaking a different language that I can't understand, because then I can't chat. That makes it really, really hard. There absolutely should be a company threshold. I think every single company on the planet could get by with $200 million cap, you know? At the current level of US inflation, at least. I used to say 50 million, but that doesn't accomplish as much anymore, which is sad to fucking think about. Whenever I was a kid, I was like, if I ever get $5 million, I'll never have to work a day in my life. And now that probably would last, I don't know, 10 years. Not politics, my life. Surprised this works. It's very cheap. Not doing this ever, because it's just not standard, but you get the idea. Damn. Well, the point is, if you have $5 million, you should not be forced to live in poverty to keep that $5 million for the rest of your life. Right now, you kind of are. I think that's kind of like, oh, well, if you just don't buy table salt, we can make it last, you know? I would like to live, like, a normal fucking life. Full of, like, the average shit, you know? Well, that's my point. You would have to live in a lower class type of weekly pay to be able to make $5 million last. I would want, if I were to never work again, to be able to live a middle class life and never work again, you know? Hi, Kit. Hope you're doing well. I just got my arm warmed up. Gonna be going into Constellation after this, unless there's more requests, which I don't think there are. That is pretty nice, and a good point, too. Living secluded is way more expensive than living right in a city, because transportation becomes very, very expensive. Dang it, Shobus! Alright, what do you want? If you do the $5 request for Nebulae, I wouldn't mind playing it. Yeah, that's fine. No Escape 2. Unfortunately, there is no rating for this song. Ranking, I should say. The thing about investments is it's pretty much just like a diet form of gambling. That's never guaranteed to work out. That's just something that I feel like old people say to try to feel like they've earned their money when really they're just kind of stealing from the system. Yeah, I feel that, Master Man, for sure. I feel like it's even less secure of an idea than investing in crypto, though. That just always seems like it's going to eventually fail. You just have to be overly attentive to it and make it your entire personality. Oh, yeah. I find it really funny that crypto bros used the "you need to learn more about it" thing to justify why it's a good thing. Like, the more you look into crypto, the more you realize how unsafe and prone to scams it is. Sure, there are like 10% of examples where they're not scams. Like, I would say Bitcoin itself wasn't, but not every single new coin that shows up on the market is going to be Bitcoin. Like, 70% of them are going to be pump and dump schemes. I would say that's a 30-minute medley, so I'll need a $25 donation to consider it. I'd say 70% in the current market. Whenever NFTs were at their highest, absolutely, it was like 97% scams. Because NFTs didn't fix any solution that they presented. They only allowed people to create pyramid schemes legally. Either that or do copyright infringement legally, quote-unquote. Either way, it was just a way around, like, in-base restrictions to the current economy. And yeah, I'll stop there because I don't want to play Pillars of Mercy again. It's going good, Joe. Hope you're doing well. For sure, Lily, yeah. I learned that with Dogecoin. I put 100 into Dogecoin when it was like 20 cents, and now it's like less than that still. Zepp is crazy good at musical composition. I feel like NFTs were worse for the individual artists than even AI-generated art is right now. And that's like the current big thing. I feel NFTs like straight up fucked the entire artist market up way beyond repair at the moment. I feel really bad for them. It's already like one of the worst times in history to be an artist and try to make a living from it because of the whole, you know, digital thing, low attention span, people not wanting very flat things. They just want something that satisfies the little dopamine tick that they need to continue feeling like they're normal. And art sometimes does that, but only in like specific mediums. That's really, really, really hard to understand. Yeah, stream's going all right, Diablo. Yep, tons of bands became just irrelevant nothings because they invested all into NFT scams, and then whenever it came out, no one wanted to look at them anymore because we were shouting at them as they were doing the scam, "Stop scamming people!" And they're like, "It's not a scam, I'm smiling. Look, clearly it's fine." Like, the only bands that I can even somewhat still respect that did NFT things are A7X because their NFTs actually did something, and Megadeth because they're old as fuck. I guess I can just count it off that their brains weren't thinking correctly. They got large because NFTs are basically a tool for creating bubbles, you know? It's creating artificial scarcity, so it makes sense that people who want to make a quick buck would leech onto the platform and try to make it seem like it's something that it isn't. Yeah, Avenged Sevenfold, all of the band members never had social media accounts until NFTs became a thing. And then as soon as they did, they all created Twitter accounts with like their NFT profile pictures and shit. And if you own an A7X NFT, you can like get backstage passes at any event you go to or something like that. And some of them are just like specifically albums or something. And I think, I don't think it's M Shadows. I think Sinister Gates draws all of his own NFTs, so it's like buying art specifically from him. Hi, Toto. I definitely agree, yeah. I stopped playing a lot of video games when they swapped over to supporting NFTs. Because, like, I just felt like at the peak of the NFT market, whenever 97% of all of them are scams, I feel like if a company went out of their way to promote NFTs, they are by and large unequivocally saying, we do not care about our user base and see you as dollar signs. So fuck them, you know? If all of the companies that came out and were super NFT and then disappeared like within the month because they stopped being good, and they never were, people just caught on to the idea that they weren't good. Like, those companies should be demonized and not used by people who see through their bullshit. Because it was very clearly just a decision they made to try to make a quick buck out of their user base. Nothing with their user base actually getting anything in mind. They just want more money. There is a Constellation full difficulty chart. but I don't think the original is full difficulty. It has hard mode, though. Yeah, I understand. It's a system. It's there. My only problem with NFT is that they tried to treat it like it could be a system that the entire internet is based on, you know? They tried to make it way more than it was. It could have been neat if they just made it like a website specifically for them and sharing them. Kind of like a trading card website, you know? Then it would make fucking sense. They went way outside of the reach of the technology and just tried to get more out of it than it actually was. I think 3UP is the person that made full difficulty for Constellation. Just to try to help you in your search. This is my first run today, and it's dead, so no. No good runs today. Thank you, Hammer-ons. Bruh. Alright, have a good one, Toto. I used to play a lot of Destiny 2, and then Beyond Light came out, and I just stopped caring. Destiny 2 is one of those games that I have to hyperfixate on to want to play, and it's such a big time sink that has no content benefit that it's not really justifiable anymore. Until I'm back doing content where I don't have to work 60 hours a week to pay off my current debt, then I'll probably not touch Destiny 2 again. Damn it! I wanted another FC. Hi, Glossy. Welcome. What's my favorite raid? Vault of Glass. Either that or whichever one was in the Coliseum that was gold. That one was really fun, too. I don't know if that got sunset or not after the update, because I haven't played since Beyond Light came out. Nope, I'm the only person grinding this. And I'm also the only person probably capable of this at the moment. Because if you look at my chain BFC count, right? The amount of chain BFCs there have been is 123. One by Fog Saturate on keyboard, which was using rake strum techniques and took a ridiculous grind. And the other one by Thria, which was using my normal techniques, but Thria isn't going for the full song, and I believe he was just going for a big full tech FC. But even then, like, Chain B has only been hit 2 other times besides my 121. So, nobody else is close. Need to remember to do 4 trills there with my left hand. Origins Caligain? That would be harder than this, because the song is pretty much like just non-stop tapping hell. Transition, teleport, back and forth, random chord tech. everywhere. It's janky. It's definitely harder than this full song. The only thing is, I would need to really focus on the grind to even get close to that. Because even FCing to the second solo is some physically intensive bullshit. Like, I'm sweating and nearly fucking passing out at that point. Thank you, is it Mercino? I hope so. Have a good one, yo. Alright, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. Yeah, I have first place on this song. I think second place is Randy with like 200 to 300k less. Hello, I'm back. It's 3:38 p.m. for me right now, Fever. Yeah, I listen to music. My three favorite bands are Avenged Sevenfold, of Infected Mushroom, and Tool. I don't know about that, Gavin. I'm non-binary. Metallica has its moments. I feel like in every way they're worse than Megadeth, though. Yesterday, Joe. Although it did not work. I was trying to get custom zombies working, and it just, like, the friend system and online in World at War just was not working. It was not connecting. I'm not a fan of Pantera just because it feels like their music is designed for the same type of person that Five Finger Death Punch and Godsmack is for, and that's just not me. And I hate Slayer. Yes, Fred. Chain B on its own is probably harder than full trial, to be honest. I gotta practice 7B. I am 2 round 100s away in Outbreak and DOA 3 from having every map in Cold War finished round 100. Although, part of me wants to consider doing all of the, like, it's not Outbreak, it's Onslaught maps to, like, casual 100. Not Elite 100, but casual 100. So Elite, like, 32 or something like that. That would be a much huger grind. But I don't know, I might consider it for sure. I want to get round 100 on every possible release zombies map in Call of Duty Zombies history, which includes all of World War II, Infinite Warfare, Advanced Warfare, Vanguard, unfortunately. Favorite Black Ops 3 map? Zetsubo no Shima. All things considered, probably Barucht, Joe. Because Shinonuma presents no challenge. Yurice is too buggy to enjoy on solo, and Nocturne Totem is too bare bones. Barucht had, like, the perfect mix of difficulty in solo and co-op, and, like, replay value. It was also the scariest zombies map of all time. Don't even argue with me on that. I might try a custom zombie stream on BO3 at some point. World at War customs, I don't feel like doing on stream. They're not that fun. I have an old video on my channel of me beating Octagonal Ascension with my friend Dead Shadow. At least I think I do. It might have gotten taken down when I got hacked. But it should be up somewhere. Oh yeah, Zetsubo on launch week was garbage because of it not being finished. And the Easter egg is a little bit janky since you need a specific gobblegum to complete it, but it's not so out of the way that it's a bad gobblegum and you won't use it the rest of the match, luckily. I don't know, it's just, there was something for me to enjoy every time I played Zetsubo again. Something new, something cool to figure out. And the gameplay was unique enough to where I'd like, oh, okay. It's fun. Cool. Very neat. I have 3 emojis banned in my chat, and I haven't seen a bot today. Maybe it works. I banned the check mark, like with a green square, the male symbol, and the female symbol, because that just seems to be in every single one of the messages from those bots. So maybe I have defeated them. Yeah, I'm working on runs, doing the practice right now. I can definitely understand the appreciation for Eisendrache or Shadows of Evil. Both maps are fucking awesome. Only reason I didn't like Eisendrache as much is because every time I played it, my thought was always, I'd rather be playing Origins right now. Like, even whenever it was out. And then with Shadows of Evil, I never appreciated it at the times. It was just so weird. It was out there as a starter, and then whenever the map first came out, it had the bug where you could pack-a-punch the Astula Astoth or whatever, the Apothicon Servant, and it was just good. Like, yeah, hell yeah, pack-a-punching the Apothicon Servant, fuck yeah. And then they were like, yeah, that's a bug, by the way, you're not supposed to be able to do that, and then they took it away, so I stopped caring about Shadows after that point, because I was like, I had a strategy, bro. I don't want to use the unpacked Apothicon. Shut up. Thank you for the $20, by the way. Let me read this real quick. This is for washing your hands after I went to the bathroom. Hell yeah, you never skip washing your hands. Fuck that. Clean Constipation FC, good one. Long time sub and viewer and finally supporting the grind. Thank you so much, Cop Out. Very nice of you. Favorite BO2 map? Mob of the Dead. There's no competition. BO2 was like a bad video game, and then Mob of the Dead came out. I liked Die Rise, don't get me wrong. I wasn't one of the people that disliked it, but Transit was fucking garbage. Town and Farm weren't really replayable. Never liked Nuketown. Die Rise was okay because the Sliquifier was fun. But then Mob of the Dead came out, and BO2 became one of the best fucking video games ever released on the planet. Like, I don't even give a fuck that Buried kind of ruined it a little bit. Mob of the Dead was so good, it made Blood of the Dead good. Like, it's so good. Yeah, Origins is like... It's hard to cross-compare it to other Zombies maps, because it's almost World War II-like in the fact that every single thing you do is working towards a centralized Easter egg with the whole upgrading staffs thing. But that's also a gameplay style I really like, you know? It was done way better on Black Ops 3, to be honest. And Buried, right? Buried is like the ascension of Black Ops 2. You're either going to be like a mid-tier player and really like it because you can get really far on it because it's easy, or you're going to be a high-tier player and you're going to despise the fact that all of high round Buried is just swapping the fucking subsurface resonator and turbine over and over and over again. And that's not fun. Neither is being able to get 30,000 points on round 1 just by using Leroy properly. Neither is having a bank. Neither is the Witch Hut. And the Easter egg is convoluted and hard on Buried. Like, probably one of the hardest ones to do in Zombies history besides BO4. I would much rather do the first Outbreak Easter egg any day of the week than have to try to do Buried. It was everything bad about Shangri-La, but harder. Hey, 4 people in this game with weird, janky connections. Please shoot these targets as soon as they appear very quickly and without being bad at the video game. Alright, cool, I'll just sit here with my dipshit middle school friends and not complete this step of the Easter egg. Cool. Oh, man. That's even worse than Shangri-La, because at least all of the things in Shangri-La were like, okay, as long as we're working together, we can figure this shit out, you know? Garad Krovi's Easter egg can kiss my fucking ass. I hate it. I hate it so much. I've died 3 times in the boss fight, never completed it. It's the only reason I haven't gone for the Revelations Easter egg, because I was like, why the fuck would I go for Revelations until I have the rest of them done? Oh yeah, because Garad Krovi sucks. How did I feel about Cold War Zombies? It had a lot of good ideas. Like, I really liked the, weapon system where they like had multiple rarities to it that made them stronger and stronger, working towards a gun that, since the zombies' health was capped, was always somewhat useful, and it made it to where you weren't just restricted to using one gameplay style to get high rounds. And I appreciate that. What I don't appreciate is the armor system. It made it not zombies, like straight up. There's never going to be a moment in Cold War Zombies where one of your players is the last alive and they clutch because of their good movement. They stay alive because they have the armor. And if they don't have the armor and they're not getting new armor, they die. The game is just too difficult and entirely based around the armor system for me to actually care about it being a good zombies experience. And since there was only 4 zombies maps, all of which were mid, I can't even consider it a part of the Black Ops series, really. It's just worse than BO4 in that sense. Sure, it's been the best zombies since BO3, but that's only because Vanguard and BO4 are the other 2 options. And BO4 is like, it was bad when it came out, right? Because it was so much worse than the previous entries in the Call of Duty series. But it's so good compared to what we got now, it looks like a great game. Like, I wish fucking BO4 came out this year. What is this MW2 shit? And it's not even MW2. Like, I wouldn't... did the fucking Modern Warfare 2 beta, and I was like, wait a second, that's not a Modern Warfare 2 map, that's not a Modern Warfare 2 gun, this isn't a Modern Warfare 2 game mode. Why is it named Modern Warfare 2 and not Call of Duty Ghost 2 or Vanguard 2? It just seemed like it was intentionally named that way to piss people off. It pissed me off, definitely. I'm not buying it for that reason. You don't just get to name your game after the best Call of Duty in Call of Duty history and then have it be nothing like it. If they were trying to rake in the sweet cash money, they should have skipped the beta, because straight up, it's what made me not buy it. Had I not known it wasn't going to be MW2, I might have wasted my money and bought it. Yeah, the new games just feel like I'm buying a Battlefield game from 2014. Like, hardly any better graphics, the gameplay feels like shit. I have to play like Rainbow Six Siege and crouch walk every corner and pay attention to campers more often than I pay attention to the game. And the guns kill you so fast, you have no time to react as soon as you start being shot, no matter what the gun is, really. One of the tac rifles literally 2-shot killed you no matter how far away you were. I liked Extinction. It just isn't a infinitely replayable video game. It's like one objective every time you play. There's some value to that, but it's not as good as Zombies. Something I noticed as well is whenever they started working on like the new modern Call of Duty engines, they introduced like look bob to make it more realistic. And it just made it completely feel not like Call of Duty. And if you have autism or OCD or epilepsy, it's probably going to give you pretty bad fucking headaches because it's kind of like you're wearing a VR helmet on a flat screen. It's not going to be good. I know on Cold War, for instance, I just straight up cannot play Outbreak, like, for multiple minutes just staring at the open field map, because it gives me, like, the most massive migraine. And unfortunately, the devs either don't know that's a problem, or know it's a problem and don't care. Because the general player base, like, whenever they hear that, they're like, yeah, fuck disabled people. They don't get to play our game. And I'm like, okay, so I see where your true intentions are. up to the devs to be decent people, and they just kind of side with the community, which is stupid. So dumb. Yeah, I'm autistic and have ADHD as well. The past 5 runs I've seen up to this section, I've missed on it. It's kicking my fucking ass every time I play this song. I cannot get past Chorded Mess B. I don't want to start doing that. Like, I don't. There's gotta be another way out. Hell yeah, Blue Belly. Good luck with that. You know, fun fact, whenever I tried to go get an ADHD diagnosis in 2017, the doctor was like, yeah, you definitely have autism. And I'm like, what? No, I don't. I have ADHD. You're incorrect as a medical professional. That was my 2019 or 2017 ideology, I should say. And now, like, I still don't believe that doctors for mental health are doing their best. They're certainly not. But that doctor definitely knew what he was talking about. I feel like if medical science was far enough along, we wouldn't even be considering ADHD its own diagnosis. We would just be having that be, like, a symptom of a larger overarching autism thing, because it feels like ADHD is just kind of like a specific snippet of the autism spectrum, and they just haven't considered it like that because it doesn't benefit them as a society to do so. That's why it's so common that it gets misdiagnosed, because they're pretty much close to the same deal. With Asperger's, right, that's just autistic people that aren't, like, what's the word for it, traumatized enough by life to show up on their indicator, pretty much. Because the only way they figure out people have autism is by looking at, like, symptoms of autistic trauma. Because that's what they're trained to do as medical professionals. There's just no, like, scientific study behind trying to figure out how autistic people work. It's just, oh, well, whenever under stress, this happens, so must be X type deal. Like, I didn't even realize I was autistic at all until I was homeless and had to worry about executive function as a means of daily survival. Then it became very fucking clear. Whenever I lived with my parents and other people were handling shit for me executive function-wise, it was just like, oh, okay, I guess I'm just, like, a bad person because I'm not able to be as active as the people around me. Cool. I guess I'll go my whole life being a leech. And then you just realize, oh, that's how I was made to feel because no one knows what autism is. Great. Hell yeah, Aiden. There's no shame in being neurodivergent. Absolutely not. Something I should mention, since people are just dropping the word like it's casual. The phrase Asperger's is the last name of a Nazi general. The guy that created the Asperger's diagnosis did it because he wanted to eugenicize autistic people from the gene pool. That's why we don't use it anymore, because it's genuinely a hateful term created with the intention of hate by a hateful person. 99% of autistic people that I know just prefer if you use the word autistic, because Asperger's isn't a good metric anymore. It really never was, but only recently has social media given minorities and disabled people, like, the real means of speaking up. Previously, they were just ignored because they had literally no political power whatsoever. I missed a $10 dono. Jesus, I did. Quick. You said G. Thank you. Yeah, that's another thing that, like, I heavily agree with, but if I talk about, it would be turning the stream political. So, let's just stop using high and low functioning labels, because it does nothing to help the people that get those labels. I've watched a little bit of Breaking Bad before. Oh, for sure, yeah, Fixie. Whenever I was, like, a teenager and a young preteen on the internet, I used autism like it was an insult, because that's what we were taught to do at schoolyards and shit. The mask was that autistic people are, like, this other group that needs to be made fun of, right? And even as an autistic person, I was masked into believing that. Because one of the things about autism is it's really, really hard to tell when you're getting, like, the wool pulled over your eyes. You try so hard to, like, conform to neurotypical culture that you end up getting taken advantage of quite a lot. Yeah, go for it, quick shot. You may need to cut your pads for quad zigs to be more consistent, Cam. If you haven't modded your silicone, that's definitely step one to try. Celtic Wisdom 2. Okay. Sure, I'll play that. Someone donated $10 with just the message G, so everyone in the chat was spamming G. I get most of my guitars either from friends or shop.goodwill.com. Autism is something that is always within somebody's brain code, right? But it can be something that's pretty much unnoticeable until moments of stress. The strum bar is overstrumming on its own. Where's my WD-40? Yeah, I feel that for sure, Fizzy. Absolutely. I don't have any paper to wipe this with. Oh yeah, I do. Coffee filters. Let's go. Shout out. Still working with a 2-2. Oh, for sure, yeah. I don't feel like I would have gotten this good at this video game and had this job line if I wasn't ADHD and autistic. Something that's also pretty interesting is, even though ADHD is seen as a net negative, the ratio of people with ADHD that own businesses and work for themselves is like 5 to 6 times higher than the average population, because ADHD works very well when they're able to set their own hours and work off of impulse, which normal jobs do not allow. So, interestingly enough, more CEOs are autistic and have ADHD than neurotypical people, which is funny to think about. It's not always a net negative, you know? The way I feel with autism is I don't even feel like it would even be a disability for me if the world was designed with autistic people and disabled people in mind. But unfortunately, the current world is designed for the everyman who can do everything even when sick and produce nothing but net positive growth for their company and as a job individual, which autistic and ADHD people just cannot keep up with. It's way harder. Hey, I got it. Hey, I know that exact feeling, Quickshot. Back whenever I was in choir, the stage lights would make it to where I was blind. I could not see, like, the person to the front row of my choir seat, much less the people in the crowd. So, having those bright-ass stage lights on me when I was in choir was just pretty much like turning off the surroundings to me. I was just like, okay, I'm here now. I got a -3 on full song, Andish. I'm gonna work on my one-handing and strumming a little bit before going back to this, because it's not really wanting to work consistently. Something that's also very interesting about having autism and then learning it later in life. Shit tons of your medical history that used to make absolutely no sense, that you just decided you're going to leave unresolved, all of a sudden makes sense. I remember way back when, I used to think I was allergic to the sun, because anytime I was out in the sun, I would feel, like, ridiculously fucking tired. Like, it didn't matter if it was winter or fucking summer, being in the sun made me feel overstimulated, and I didn't have the language to explain that. So the way I explained it was, hey, being in the sun hurts me. Can we stop that? And they're like, sure, we'll give you an umbrella during fucking PE. That was their solution. I walked around track with an umbrella in daytime when it's not raining. That made no sense. Now, imagine trying to explain that to the other middle schoolers. Hey, why are you walking around with an umbrella? Well, you see, the sun hurts. Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna kick you in the balls. Middle school was like that. Hey, Spinkler. Hope you're doing well. God! Okay, it's this strum bar is not treating me well. Right? That was me, cop-out. Luckily, I got written up 117 times during my 2 years in middle school for fights and for being disruptive to authority. So, they got what they deserved at the end of the day. Not proud of it, but I'll take it, as long as I cause chaos. This is another potentially grade 17, by the way. For sure, cop-out, yep.
Damn you, Shmooey.
The school be like here's an umbrella like how I'm like here is $125. Keep up the good work, Frif.
Did I hear that right? Holy fuck, I heard that right. Yoshi! Donut box is blocked by chain 5. Or chain B. That's $125 right there, yep. God. Thank you so much. You're a legend, Yoshi. Hell yeah. Oh, it certainly could be, Spaz, yeah. If you want me to play anything, let me know. I got you covered. And I kind of half mean anything, because that's a fucked up dono. Thank you so much. That is absolutely enough to request the Olympian if you want me to play that. It's 128 minutes long. That is true. That is on my list, quick shot. Alright, so it seems like I'm gonna play Celtic Wisdom 2 and then the Olympian. Alright. Yo, thank you for gifting a channel membership, Josh. Diablo got it too. Hell yeah. Whoop. Aw, that sucks, fangirl. Aw. YouTube ain't perfect, man. They're trying, though. I love these little parts that 3 makes in their music. It feels heavily inspired by Infected Mushroom. Yo! Thank you for getting the overachiever thing, silly fangirl. Very nice of you. 3 people already have Fizzy, actually. Incredibly. Thank you for the channel membership, Spankler. One today, and a couple in my previous streams. I definitely feel that as well, Fred, yeah. The guitar charts of Explore and Origins, though, they're some extra evil. If you're not familiar with my grade system, grade 17 is harder than anything this community has ever done right now. We have 2 grade 16 accomplishments. That being Megalodon and Archwick's Hell. I could see the argument for Mega Wub Wub 125 as well, but Origins and Explorer are like a step above that. If you think you have autism, a good way of going and figuring it out is to A, go and follow a shit ton of autistic creators on Twitter, because every time they speak, it's like they're speaking to my soul. Every single one of my lived experiences is just duplicated through them. But other than just that, you can go and take a bunch of these online pre-assessment things, which give you a good idea of what you actually deal with. And then once you have a name of shit to look up, you go and do further research to see if every single aspect of the thing actually, you know, cross-compares and make sense to your life. It's a big process, but for the most part, it's as efficient, if not more most of the time, than going and getting a diagnosis from a doctor. Because doctors that graduated college before 2013 do not have the education, actually, to be able to diagnose autism properly. The DSM-5, which is like a big book that goes over what is classified as mental illnesses, got updated in 2013, and lots of the previous learned things about autism completely changed. So a good majority of doctors still don't know that, and will try to like say shit like, you don't look autistic, or autistic people don't have emotions, so you can't have that, which I had many times growing up. You gotta find like a freshly graduated doctor that has like the proper education to be able to do that. That's why most of the time, self-diagnosis with autism is better. And I say better in the sense that it's probably safer in the long run too, because it's still a part of US law that you automatically get a do not resuscitate if you have autism in your medical history whenever they find you unconscious. Yep. Unfortunately, the medical industry is very, very pro-eugenics when it comes to mental illness at the moment. And laws are not going to be updated to fix that anytime soon. Right, Blue Valley? It's really fucked up that that's the thing. Because me as an autistic person is the exact opposite. I have hyper-empathy. I cannot be rude to people without feeling bad about myself. It's the exact opposite. When I was diagnosed, I did not believe them, Eddie. I was like, oh, okay, so this doctor just misdiagnosed me for ADHD. Cool. I'll just wait until I get health insurance and go figure it out for myself. And then I was like, oh, why is life so hard now that I'm on my own? What? Someone, please, any explanation? Oh yeah, extremely abnormal wannabe. A lot of conversation from neurotypical culture is pretty much just playing around with people's emotions. That's why I just never felt like I fit within friend groups, because it just seemed like they always devolved to just being extremely rude to each other for seemingly no reason.
Damn you, Shmooey.
Dono request for Technical Nightmares by Stellaro. .6 is a little too fast for my pulse strumming, but a little too slow for my vibro. So, that was fun. That song request you put through, by the way, I'm going to have to do in an hour and 30 minutes, because someone requested the Olympian, so I gotta do that first. It's a little faster than I'm the one strumming, actually, but it's unforced, so you don't have to be as precise with it. Yoshi said I can choose between the Olympian and Egoless. Okay. Hey, chat. What do you want me to play more? Olympian or egoless? It looks like mostly egoless. Okay. So it seems this chat doesn't care what the song sounds like. They don't want to hear the best CH custom ballad ever produced for this game. They want me to suffer with the highest notes per second bullshit. Cool, thanks. Triathlon's a bot, but it's not anywhere near as good as the Olympian. I had no idea what I was doing during Triathlon's composition, and I worked on, like, I want to say 30 to 40% of the project, because Quartermanche was not pulling his own weight, and Sydney only made one section, and Pixel only made two. So most of the work was down towards me and Dead Shadow. And Dead Shadow knew what he was doing at the time, but wasn't as experienced as he is today as a composer. Okay, ego-less. I may as well just record this full run for the sake of it, because I don't think there's that many full ego-less runs on YouTube. I'm not playing the original audio, because it has the original chart, and it's way worse. Jesus, chaps. 2 Hour Testament is what? $110 more, $115. Actually, it's like 2 hours, 10 minutes, so it's more like 125, I think, right? It's going pretty good, Devin. Egoless is grade 26. Like, exactly. I went and tried to do the calculation. Act 9 on its own is grade, I want to say 19. The calculation is figuring out what the average grade is of all of the acts, and then assuming how difficult it would be to do that back-to-back, all in a row. Which I've done before, like with Fully Soulless and Olympian, for instance, in 1994. I've always wanted this game to have a PP system, but it seems like something that the casual audience of this game just has no desire for, or like a negative desire for. It's like, I've seen some people say if CH ever got a PP system, they would quit, and I'm just like, why? Do you not like competition? What's the deal? I feel like a PP system is only a net positive for this game, just because it's one of those deals where it adds like a new dimension of accomplishment to your game. It's not just FCs anymore, which is like the most stressful kind of accomplishment. You can do shit like 95 runs on impossible songs and still have like good points. Yeah, 1994 plus is grade 17. Someone donated 120 Lighten, and they requested either this or the Olympian. And chat wanted this. There is a Google Doc for the grade system, yeah. It's just not fully updated because I still have a little bit of old opinions in there that don't really hold up to what I feel like represents the modern community's difficulty. Like, I think Solus 4 is a grade 12, not 11. I think Solus 6 is a grade 14, not 15. That sort of deal. Solus 5 is harder, Yoshi, although I believe both of them are grade 12 by default. Solus 4 110 is probably like grade 14, whereas Solus 5 110 is like not. It's like grade 13, I want to say. But weirdly, Solus 5 125 is harder than Solus 4 125. If that makes sense. So, Solus 5 is harder on normal speed, easier on 110, harder on 125. Why did I fail? This game sucks. I'm gonna have to restart because I'm not going to undocument a, or I'm not going to document a fail. But I should not have missed that. Like, I should have gotten close to an FC, much less failed the fucking song. That method shouldn't miss. Oh yeah, absolutely. I could fail into Act 9, but I know exactly where that is. The hard part of Act 9 is FCing the transition from... It's not Ultimate Solo. It's the one before Ultimate Solo. And not the strumming one, the one before the strumming one. Might be Ruthless, yeah. It's whatever has, like, fast quads. And ends with some weird, like, chordy open note, or not chordy open note, chordy anchored note shit. So, like, same thing as what Glacial Storm 5 has, where it, like, transfers back and forth with the chords, except just while anchoring the top or the low, not swapping back and forth between the two. I don't know how else to explain that fucking pattern, it's weird. FC stands for full combo, which means doing the song perfectly without any fuck-ups, pretty much. As perfect as this game can consider it, because there's no, like, accuracy judgment system in this game. The song is 1 hour, Noodle. Oh, welcome to the community, yo. Glad you like it around here. If I don't get first place, it would be an insult, Jumps. I don't think I'm really focused on it. I feel like I'm just gonna automatically get it by virtue of playing. The only time that's not the case is whenever I see somebody like Jared or Asai or Darkly or Randy at the top of the leaderboard. I don't consider Queef CH legit until we figure out who they are. It's not going to be that way with every unknown Score Spy account, but whenever you show up out of literally nowhere and can FC prevail and beat my FC score on Dramatic Carnival, no. It can't be Leaf or Shmooey. We have worked that out. Ian doesn't have the free time or desire to do something so pointless, relentless. The only person that I realistically feel it could be, now that we've narrowed it down, is Jobu. Nobody else has the skill sets required. At the end of the day, we know for a fucking fact that beyond a shadow of a doubt, they are somebody trying to make it seem like they're Shmooey. Like they're playing only songs Shmooey would play. The reason it doesn't make sense for it to be Shmooey is all of the times that Queef CH normally plays would be 1 to 4 a.m. during Shmooey's time zone, which does not work for a college student. Ain't no fucking way. Nope. No. I don't know how he's doing. I know some people still talk to him sometimes, though, so I can't imagine too terribly. I don't think so, because Stonk plays on normal Score Spy on their account, and you're not allowed to have alts. Up from 1 to 4? Sure, sometimes. Not every single day being their only time where they play Clone Hero. I can understand maybe twice or 3 times a week you're up that late. No one in this community plays without a higher note speed, because the only reason hyperspeed was ever considered a cheat is because Activision and Neversoft are dumb people, and they were, definitely at the time. They didn't design Guitar Hero with the player, like, being this good in mind. They designed it with the idea that people would hopefully attempt to pass everything in the game, as opposed to try to FC it. So their only thought was, you know, oh, it makes the game go quicker, so we'll put it in the cheat menu. Why is that missing? What? So far, I really like the change from Twitch to YouTube. It just feels way better. More people show up to my streams. more people donate on the streams. I have a way more active chat. Everything is better on YouTube so far. And I haven't felt like that might be different. My mom's calling me. Okay.
Seeing what it is, so I have to wait all the way till the end of the stream.
Yeah, normally my mom has some like weird shit to talk about.
Oh, I'm wearing your gamer sub shirt actually.
Oh, nice. Show it off. You can get this at gamersubs.gg.
He won't let me wear this in public.
I won't wear it in public either, though. Don't worry.
No, I did wear it out to do Uber once, I think.
Maybe.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't. I wore it out, but I put my hoodie on before we did any orders.
My mom was trying to log into something that has my 2FA, so she needed the code for it. That was it. It was a waifu anime shirt from gamersubs.gg, Jeffrey. Hi, Chrono. Holy shit! Gifted 10 memberships. Who did that? Is that somebody with no username? Oh, that was Cam. Whoops. It showed up. Hell yeah. Thank you for gifting 10 channel memberships to my community. Yo. Whoops. 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 It's sections like this that make Egoless worth playing. Whoops. Not quite that difficult, not meant to blow your arms off, but just kind of be like expanded upon the idea that Solus presented, you know? Oh crap. Yo, thanks for upgrading your membership to Overachiever. That was another thing I didn't know you could do on this website. Very cool, quick shot. Whoops. What did you say, Jumps? Hold on. For future reference, just want to say you might want to move some of the stuff on the top left. It's all overlap. I know. I'm sorry. I gotta do a lot of weird shit with stream elements to try to get, like, a better, what's the word for it? A better stream layout. Because at the moment, I'm kind of just copying over what I had on Twitch. Hey, no worries, Jumps. I'm really easygoing when it comes to that sort of thing. The only kind of stream thing I don't really appreciate when people point out is audio issues, because I'm not smart enough to fix those. So it's kind of just yelling at the air if you're bringing up audio issues. Oh, for sure, Jumps, especially with semi-functional, I should say, audio interfaces, and using OBS primarily as your only system of audio control. This pattern is interesting. I wish more songs used it. It's kind of like, what's the word for it? It's kind of like the Jarvis Solus 5 overchart, like transition into Murderous. There's not enough patterns that just aren't designed to be over-tapped, or alt-tapped even. A pattern where you have to anchor 2 notes and then just use your right hand only to tap triple chords, super fun. And also not that, like, weird to play. Like, you don't need God pads for that like you do with the Antidote pattern. The open note quint chord thing, that can go fuck itself forever. I'll never enjoy that. Yes, Jarvis Solus 5 overchart is grade 16. Is it karate chopping? Because I'm already aware of that for faster speeds. It's just less consistent than I want it to be, and you need really loose pads to do it. Absolutely, yeah, Jumps. It's weird shit that I don't know how to hit sometimes. I really appreciate that when charts do that. I think that's why I like We Too Many Colors so much, because it never sticks with the same shit. It's always new, interesting, unique patterns. Just using the palms of my fingers, spread more across the frets on both hands. So like using the flat bits of your hand, like this. I can't get my right hand to do that. My left hand can do it fine, but not my right. Yeah, Egoless won't ever be FC. I could see a 10-part tech FC, but in my eyes, nothing that can't be 3-part tech FC'd will ever be FC'd. Something has to be done in 3 parts for it to be capable to do all at once, in my opinion. I think the biggest example of that in the community right now might be Fully Solus, because I'm sure I could get Solus 4 through 5, and Solus 1 through 3, and Solus 6. So that means the full song's possible, right? The grade system can work for keyboard players, because the idea of it is having a system that's based off comparing the difficulty of an accomplishment to other accomplishments that already have grade rankings. So it's all subjective. Somebody just has to be the guy that sits down and compares all of the accomplishments that have happened in keyboard to each other. It would still work on the same system. You would just have a different definition for the grade for your keyboard, you know? And it wouldn't be transferable between the two. Probably lower than it on guitar, to be honest, stripping. Because the way that it's performed on keyboard uses what would be rig techniques on guitar. There's no other way to do it, but at the same time, the actual required ability is a little bit lower. Predicted miscount? I'm gonna go with 1400. Solus 4 unnerfed is grade 18. At least I think so. Because having to hit Fatalism B, C, and Mac A back to back before you can attempt the rest of the song that's not easy. Yeah. I feel like Glacial Storm 5 is harder, if that means anything. More than likely, yes, Yoshi. Yeah, the grade system that I have has a video out for it if you want a little bit of a brief explanation. Although the actual grade numbers themselves are a little outdated since I made that. The idea was to create something that could cross-compare the difficulty of FCs for these giant accomplishments. Because ever since, like, I want to say Universes got FC'd, it's kind of felt weird to try to grade anything in the community. Because it's just like, oh, okay, well, that's harder than Universes, but, like, it's such a weird, varied skill set that it could also be easier. So the idea was to kind of do something like the rock climbing community does in, like, creating something that compares the difficulty of similar things to each other in a subjective way that could be a different answer for everybody that does the calculation. Because then there's less room for argument if everybody is wrong. Yep, it's based off of the climbing grades. Someone suggested that in my comment section. I looked it up and I was like, damn, that actually makes, like, it makes sense. I could totally make that. And then I hopped in a call with a bunch of random people and started putting together the grades and, like, gathered a bunch of other, like, high-tier community opinions and shit. At the time, I had Shmooey's opinion included in there as well, and we also went into Shmooey's opinion assuming that he was, like, legit. So a lot of the early grades were just completely miscued and, like, wrong because of that. Like, I used to think Space Race was a grade 16 because Shmooey made it look fucking easy, you know? So now, that's definitely addressed and different. Shout out to this solo in reverse, by the way. Yeah, pretty much, Connor. I think a good example of that is my parabolic FC. Because it's like grade 13, but I think most people looking at that accomplishment would think it's either 14 or 15 because of how clean I did it. I don't think there's any other way to play that song than the way I played it. So I don't even want to assume that spamming would make it easier, you know? I'm just going to say it's grade 13 because it was that hard for me. How did I figure that method out? I did it though. Did I actually chrono? That's funny. Oh, for sure, yeah. I could FC Brown Recluse 125 if I really put the effort in. It definitely makes the most sense that way, Kako. Because this game is entirely based on difficulty and how your body is able to do certain patterns. If your physiology makes performing a pattern easier than someone else, then it's going to be easier for you. It's pretty fun for sure, Pluty. Are we in Act 5 already? Lol. We're there. Helidox might be FC'd. It's all down to Thonk, Darkly, or Alec, though. It's grade 18. So we'll probably start seeing that be grinded around the time that we FC, like, City's Fanatical Uber solo, or some other big grade 17 accomplishment. Well, if Frank with Obsidian has taught me anything, it's that he's not going to go for something first ever. Because Frank absolutely could have done Obsidian. He just doesn't have it right now. He went back to his rap career, J-Gaming. I was gonna activate SP, but there's nothing here. Nah, Nebulae is kind of something I would have had to do before Supernovae to care. It's easier than Supernovae, so, like, eh. all. That was the universe correcting my good note streak because it realized I was too powerful. I mean, that's still a pretty good amount, quick shot. Oh, these are trills? There we go. Ian doesn't even have an X9 tech. He has an FC'd the suicide solo. No, Chad breaking does not count. Yes, I'll be petty about it. If it's possible to hit clean, you should hit it clean in your tech FC. Holy crap, it's pirates, Lois. It's absolutely copium, because Ian does the wrong method. But that's based wannabe. Real pirates are cool. This, and in the original Solus 5, is bad. What the fuck? What is this? Well, I failed that. I could have passed it, though, if I just remembered to do that. Yeah, I'm not restarting at this point. I agree I got scammed, but I have a legit pass of this on record, so whatever. Not on Scores by record, I guess. Could've swore I did that in my first run of it, didn't I, Jello? I remembered starting my egoless run by turning no fail off back in the day. And that was before they introduced the thing where you don't fail if you fail. So, had to have finished it, otherwise I wouldn't have finished it, you know? I need water. Straight up starting to get tired. Nah, if I failed, I may as well not upload it. But me playing it once is a good way to know where I'm going to fail whenever I come back to this. Because that part I just have to remember. Spam rake through it. Was it, Jello? Huh. Then I must not have a pass of it. Egoless is not ranked. I'm probably going to try to get it ranked whenever the VCF is done. Speaking of which, I got DM Black Pawn and be like, hey, what all do we need to do? Because at the moment, the only thing stopping me from finishing the verified customs folder is there's a lot of random songs in like the people's discography and stuff that has already done versions on Chorus and Scorespy with pre-existing leaderboards. So I have to go through and figure out which ones those are and put the normal versions into VCF, which Black Pawn apparently has a way of figuring out. but Black Pawn has garbage internet, so that happens like maybe 5% of it at the time every day. VCF is the verified customs folder. It's like my big Frif drive download for all of the customs in the community. That's chorus 7, I'm fairly certain. Really? Huh. Well then that chorus 8 was fucking easy. I remember it being way harder. Everything else in this chart is normal. What's the deal? Yeah, I guess that does make it a little better, since this is the wrong chart, I'm not uploading it. Not sure, Fred. I'll play Constellation like once, just to see if I still have it in me after this and the other request, which was a technical nightmare. Weird. Hi, Connor. Good to see you. Oh yeah, look at first place. This is gonna be easy first place. You think so, John? It's possible. I know Skyarmageddon's in there now. Alright, here's Act 8. Since I've already failed, I'm just going to try to do the taco method. Ooh, here we go. We're coming up on Brown Recluse. I thought that was the end of the section. I forgot it goes on for a weird amount of time. Close. Act 10, Witty. Act 10 is super easy. I think Act 2 or 4 is the next easiest. Whichever one doesn't have that Machinations A reference. Yeah, Act 9 is definitely the hardest. Here we go, Act 9. Damn, Jello, what a deal. pretty much what Solus is too, though. It's just a 2-2 check. Fully Solus with Solus 6 would be like grade 23 at most. It doesn't beat this. .26, Lispia. Doesn't exist, Sydney. I wouldn't be able to tell you. Yes, Act 9 on its own is like grade 19. It's certainly harder than the PC Player SH exam, which is a high grade 18. Star Maker is 16, not 17. Yeah, like for instance, I don't feel like Star Maker is harder than Constellation. I feel like they're relatively close, if not like about the same. Helidox is 18, yeah. this is the other scary section to fail on. It's coming up soon, I think. Right here, yep. Didn't get that star power rip. Yay, Act 10 now. Okay. Fuck it. Why are these all the same note? I don't get that. Yo, Yoshi, thank you very much for the channel membership. Very nice of you. .1 hour directs. It's not 7 stars, so it's not worth doing so, but I guess I will, Jello. I ain't doing anything with this recording. $15 million, Pog. My prediction is going to be 985 for the miscount. If it's under 1,000, everybody here that's not subscribed has to immediately subscribe under contract of law, otherwise you'll be banned from the chat. This is a verbally binding contract and you cannot get out of it. Damn it! 1750. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so there's that. What was that other request? Technical Nightmare, right? I need to go download that, apparently. Do not have. Go escalate C now. Pass. I'm good. I'm good. No thanks. I have Still Uro's charts in the Google Drive, right? And the Frif Drive. Yeah, subbing on YouTube isn't the same as subbing on Twitch. It's free. I was just forcing y'all to give me algorithm exposure. Stelluro, hello, hello. There it is. Yep. These are zips. No wonder they don't work. I told Sterilo not to do that. Okay, hold on. Verified customs folder. Is Stelluro even here? No, so I gotta download this folder, unzip everything myself, and then re-put it back. Yes, I would, on average, Philgia, because I get the money directly from Stream Elements immediately, whereas with the YouTube stuff, I have to wait until my paycheck rolls around. And at the moment, I'm just freshly off a job, no longer have an income, and have to use the direct money y'all send me for everyday shit. So that 125 today pretty much covered everything for the next 2 days, but yeah, that's kind of how I'm at right now. In the next couple months, it probably won't be that way, and I won't really have a preference, because just right now, I'm kind of financially fucked. That won't be the case forever, though. Yo, thank you very much, Yoshi. I didn't mean to download those. Cancel. Okay. Remove. There we go. Yeah, I'm doing well, Python. Hope you are as well. Alright, I installed all of Sterloro's stuff. I'm gonna go scan. No worries. It's an easy fix, especially whenever your discog isn't like 100 songs. The songs in the VCF have to be in folder version, Jello. So no zips, no rars, because I want it to be something that people don't have to download the full thing. If they want, they can just go download a random artist folder, put it right into their game, and not have to do anything else, and it'll work. Alright, Technical Nightmare. Let's play this. I'm doing pretty good, Razor. Hope you are as well. This is a song I saw the chart preview for and was interested in because it's got some funky shit. Might be good Tech FC material. This chart is super fun. It's just really, really hard. I have no practice on it either, so we'll see how this goes if I play it more. Alrighty, have a good one, Witty. Yes, this is Formant 2. Almost guarantee it. Formant's not a bad synth. It's just a little overused. This is technical difficulty by Stelluro Ornesh. I just quit Python. Had I known I would have been staying in this city for another 2 weeks, I wouldn't have quit when I did, but I guess it is probably better for me to get my YouTube and money back with streaming back to normal before moving. I think I did the right thing. Yeah, for sure. Everything in this seems really fun. You just had to throw that in there. Now I have to insult your chart. What is that? God damn. Yeah, the two things I don't like in customs. Robotic build-up references, message to blue references. I wish they would stop. But at the end of the day, very, very fun song. The thing about robotic buildup is it's not a clone hero section. You know, on Strumless Hopos, it's one thing. It was designed for GH3's engine, which the Hopos don't get treated like strums on that game as much. It doesn't really work for this game. I want to find that one part I was looking at the beginning. That ending part right there is the worst. I need to go even slower. Referencers are fine, most of the time. If they're referencing robotic buildup, which is a section that doesn't really work with CH's game that well, or Message to Blue, a section that requires you to hit chords that you don't have all the fingers to hit, I don't like it. Just those two things specifically. Super free, yeah, Shady. A little harder than Strumless Hopos, because aspects of GH3's engine could still do what CH does to a degree. Like, Solus 6 is probably possible on that game, as Drowsy has shown us. I do this shit on normal speed? Sheesh. No. Is it in bullshittery? Gotta be before this. So it's technical solo beat. Good to know. Alright. Kind of a chorded reference. I think it's hidden the same way. Okay. Alright, well, I did the thing. Good enough. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and stop streaming, because I don't feel like I have the energy in me to do a run of Constellation. I know I said I was going to in the thing, but I played Egoist. I'm good enough. That's today done. Hope you all have a good rest of your day. Peace and stuff.